Greetings everyone, and Great here for another HPars 4 replay. Spawn on the top left side as the red Malians. We have 1puppypaw. Spawn on the bottom right side as the blue Jeanne d'Arc. We have VortiX. And there's Jeanne d'Arc right there. Jeanne d'Arc has a pet sheep, going to be led to victory. Utilizing Jeanne d'Arc's improved building speed. Additionally, Jeanne d'Arc does get better experience gain when building. You see there the +4s. Malians do have access to free gold generating. He's also chopping down the trees immediately. He's going to get the free gold and turn the free food. That's pretty standard so far. And it looks like Jeanne d'Arc and a villager be collecting up the gold. Jeanne d'Arc collects the same rate, right? Yeah, she appears to be collecting at the same rate. You will get a bit of experience toiling in the mines. Also, we have to. You can go back to caster mode time frame. And we do have the school of cavalry going on up, pretty standard for the French. Over here, like this in Quarry, though this map's not half bad for trade. And this map did get nerfed. Beforehand, there was like four fish in every single pond, but now it's just down to 2, which is adequate for villagers gathering up, with all, especially with nearby deer and berries. Then we'll put one right there to collect the shorefish, and then afterwards the berries. 2 deer deposits next to this one. Small deer deposits, however. Quarry is not going up. School cavalry is almost complete. Quarry will shortly follow. Jeanne d'Arc is very close to leveling up. And she'll be building up the mill. She actually has a little bit more experience. We do have a Royal Knight being employed on out. As the French made a good number of Donzo being ordered. Donzo Javelin Thrower seems a good composition, since usually French tend to go for Royal Knight Archer. Archers engage the Spearmen. Royal Knights would be the threat. We do have now one Royal Knight pushing his way forward. Move around that direction. Jeanne d'Arc does not have access to Consecrate just yet. He needs to level up for it. Almost enough experience. See if she goes for the archer line or the sword line. We have a Donzo here, very nice. Not a hardened Donzo at the moment. Very close of leveling up. Over here, just a scout with a sheeple in tow. Couple Donzo here, that should be more than plenty, even though they're not hardened Donzo. The difference between hardened Donzo and regular Donzo is not too significant. And now Jeanne d'Arc is sword line. Jeanne d'Arc at this age does have 3-2 armor, 125 health, so similar to a king with less damage, but a bit more melee armor, and being on foot. Her movement speed is the same as a Musavati warrior. She will now go ahead and solo a boar. Like any true hero, your first test is not to fight against slimes nor skeletons, it is to fight a boar. Boar down. Could send over some villagers to collect up that food. Quite a bit of wood being collected up here. Jeanne d'Arc starts to collect up a handful, decent amount of stone there, so we may see a, secondary element center for Jeanne d'Arc. It's just a regular scout, not a warrior scout. However, we do have warrior scouts, just now upgraded. Well, the warrior scout will go down. When too close to the town center, we do have some sofas on the field. Sofas now engaging Jeanne d'Arc. Sofas do slight bonus damage versus infantry, which Jeanne d'Arc is classified as infantry. It'll just help him mostly overcome the melee armor. Line of palisade walls there, just keep the flank protected. 2 Royal Knights and Scout following him back. Jeanne d'Arc will escape on out of there. It doesn't have access to Consecrate, but does have access to the Holy Wrath. Sofa gained some damage there on these villagers. Villagers need to run away. Oh, one more gem throw couldn't pick out that villager. Roll nice push forward. Good spear brace there. Jeanne d'Arc does use Holy Wrath there, getting some good AoE. In a small conflicts, Holy Wrath is very effective. One Royal Knight does go down. Maybe a good idea for these Donzo to turn around. May get a spear through there. One of the Sopha's just got impaled. Jeanne d'Arc's now getting some healing. Nope, her restoration ability is available. As of right now, she's not a mage, but a spell sword. Outpost going on up. You just activate our consecrate ability on the town center, which will make these villages cheaper. And there's the second town center next to the large deer deposit. Plus, we've got 2 small deer deposits. There's a lot of food on this map in the middle. Some delicious venison. Was it lining some Age of Empires 2? Venison. Got some Donzo here. No jam throwers. 2 sofas. Found the sofa. So did the French. Got a volley there on the Royal Knight. Another Lion Palisade wall is going up. Second mining pit partially enclosed. Needs another house or 2, as well as a mining camp eventually. First mining upgrade on the way. Sofa's push way forward. We got a handful of javelin throws here. Jeanne d'Arc's now eyeing for a handful of archers. Jeanne d'Arc, unique to Jeanne d'Arc. Oh shit. Sorry, I just thought about that. It's like, Jeanne d'Arc is unique to Jeanne d'Arc. Who would have thought that? Sofa's now pushing way forward. 1 deer knocked down. Of course, got these deer here. The rest of the bear's been cleaned up. We got cows. And it looks like we're going to see the Grand Fulani Corral. More archers, more Royal Knights being pulled out. Consecrate there on the school cavalry. That's his only stable at the moment, so these Royal Knights will go down to 105 food. Royal Knights do find a good engagement there onto the sofas. They will escape out of there, but they're severely wounded. No siege engineers. May not be aware of this town center just yet. Before, villagers have pulled off the gold there. Decided to get inside the outpost. No arrow slit there, so just only got basic arrow defense. So folks do take some hits there. We got the Royal Knights charging way forward. 1 does get braced there. Jeanne d'Arc does get some decent AoE on those forces. Archers getting some great hits there onto the Donzo. Royal Knights now counter-charging. They're going to have trouble engaging the javelin throwers. Brian starting to split up a bit, and she's starting to fall back now. A couple barracks being pulled on out now, a good number of them. Spearmen will be inferior to Donzo, but they're of course slightly cheaper, but it would potentially give them a good front line engage, so maybe a good number of spearmen would be a good idea. Last of the deer not being cleaned on up. I'm curious. Okay, Jeanne d'Arc's over halfway to level up. And when it comes to resources stockpiled up, the Malian player almost has enough gold, needs much more food, and the Jeanne d'Arc player has no resource in reserve for aging up. Mining pit now seems to fire there. Donzo can quickly deal with it. Right now they're on line formation. Villagers moving up north, trying to clamp this deer. Comfortable to push on the map to collect that food. Consecrated ability must have been utilized there. Outpost and another mill going on up. This is the boar that Jeanne d'Arc hunted, so now the boar is being cleaned on up. Good amount of food. I don't know if the French player has survival techniques. I will assume yes. More cow being deployed out and butchered. Right now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 cows stored up. We got 16th on the way. Vaughn player is pretty close to aging up. The Jeanne d'Arc player, not so much. Got a handful of spearmen. Even just a handful of spearmen could be very useful holding the front line. Oop, that's quite a bit of food dropped off there. Ghostly's out of deer here, though there's actually one deer carcass that still can be cleaned on up. There are 6 deer there, as well as 1 fish. Maybe going to this mill, maybe too far away. He was deployed closer to the fish. Maybe better to clean up the fish before cleaning the deer as a Q move. Deer and fish do clean up this, collect at the same rate. Granted, fish do have smaller carrying capacity than deer. Grand Fulani Corral not being flown in the field. Against his opponent's current composition, Musfati Warriors will not be useful. Donzo will still be useful. Maybe a Maganel or two to help engage his archers could be very useful as well. Now aged up. Trying to impale these villagers. He does not have textile, so these Royal Knights will chop them. And minimal upgrades right now, or blacksmith upgrades for the Malian player. He's starting to get his more range armor, go with the various veteran research, going for veteran Donzo, veteran gun thrower, and veteran archer. So it looks like going to add some archers, poison arrows likely in the future. Poison arrows, there's an archer in there. Does cost that much resources. It's a bit expensive. First, I'm not a big fan of the upgrade. The damage over time just doesn't act fast enough, in my opinion. Guild Hall not going up, which is given a bank of resources can be generated. I concentrate on a handful of these barracks as well, so it looks like Jeanne d'Arc maybe eyeing for the champion line rather than the cavalry line. Jeanne d'Arc needs still a bit more experience. She's right now very experienced at standing around. Most of this game has been a little bit idle. Handful more palisade walls going on up. Here still being obtained. Right now, the Malian player does have a decent force of 69 units. His opponent has 63. And Red has a higher quality at the moment. I'm actually sort of surprised about. It's probably due to the numbers. The Royal Knights are not in large numbers, but do now man-at-arms people on field. Man-at-arms would be very useful against this composition. Jam throws will do decent damage against them, and the poison arrows will be useful as well, but nothing too significant. Most body warriors are the Malian counter to them, as well as sofas. Royal Knights and Scout. He probably could stand against Chivalry. He does have veteran Royal Knight and some various veteran research. Now goes for some Arbiteers. His opponent's not going for a good number of sofas, so at this moment in time, he doesn't really need to get out Arbiteers in good, large numbers. Arbiteers can get pretty decent upgrades, like such as Gamberson and their increased attack speed. Gamberson giving them a massive amount of armor could actually make them very resilient to Gonzo stabbing attacks. Imported armor now being researched by the Malian player, which will give us Sofa's additional armor, 2 armor. You now have more research over here, some more economic upgrades as well, which will improve the cows. Jeanne d'Arc does have more villagers at the moment. Gone for an outpost here, and now be on to collect up the rest of the deer. These guys after that are eyeing for berries. I always feel like people always forget about the shorefish. Both sides are just amassing forces, so let's just fast forward a little bit. The one player does have a decent amount of gold for an age up, but nothing much else. The Jeanne d'Arc player has even less, going for canted saddles now. Got an army of 108 for the Malian players. And I think Jeanne d'Arc just leveled up to the mounted variant. And she does go ahead and cut her champions. Oh, that is the infantry variant, not the mounted variant. Champions, I believe they do bows and sandwiches crossbows. That's a man at arms. Trying to find Jeanne's champions, there's one of them. Jeanne's champions do extra damage for the spearmen, which should be bows and sandwiches, the Donzo as well. Hopefully it is proper like that. That should be very useful. Nice push forward, but the Knights are taking quite a bit of damage there. Archers in tow, Donzo, massive hit there. We got a nice Holy Wrath there as well. The Malian player does have more force in the field, higher quality as well. Got a handful of sofas. Let's be careful about those spearmen itself. Some of these villagers not getting hit. A couple of the Jeanne's champions are being focused down as well. The archers here. Jeanne d'Arc does not have access to engineers, nor does the Malian player. Spear Brace there does allow them to kill off one of those sofas. Archers push straight forward. Man at arms take a lot of poison there. Bit of poison there. Maybe another Days of Jam Throws, not Donzo. Donzo do get a good spear throw there. The spear throw does do bonus damage. Sofas push forward. I gotta be careful. There's a good number of French spearmen here. The Malian player's at 102 units versus 96. Qualities in favor of the Malians as well. But this small batch of trees there is preventing the larger Malian army from properly engaging. We've got a good number of Arbiteers now pulled out by the Jeanne d'Arc. Oh, and also the Guild Hall. Currently stockpiling food, has 1,000 food on the inside, which is quite good. He may be eyeing to just use that to age up. If Jeanne d'Arc eyes to... Oh, good healing there. If Jeanne d'Arc's able to get a good amount of gold collected up, she could eye for an age up. Spearman down. Mining pit being burned down as well. It will not be safe. We've got another mining pit over here, and over here we've got the sofas eyeing for a counterattack. We've got some various structures here, nothing important. Imam will go down there. Jeanne d'Arc has claimed 2 relics. Malians have 0 at the moment. Now got 4 of the hunters now being deployed on the field. 4 of the hunters being deployed out in a very defensive position there. It'll be a free keep. As well as able to provide camouflage capability, which could be useful in this situation, though Jeanne d'Arc may be able to spot it. Don't know about that interaction there. Magano finds a decent hit there on the archers. Malian player is getting stuck right there. Took a massive hit there. Jeanne d'Arc should be poison death. Jeanne d'Arc has gone down. The Magano has been saved. The Magano needs to start hitting anything. Sofa's engaging over here. Good number of villagers here, just idle in front of the town center. And now the Malian player has advanced to the next stage. Jeanne d'Arc has returned to the battlefield, and now the Red Palace is being deployed now. Red Palace being an aggressive choke point. Just a couple Sofa there. More Sofa still over here. We're gonna torch down more of these farms. Trying to take down the Arbiteers. It looks like the Arbiter will be saved thanks to the Monk, and this Royal Knight will go down, but he will lose all the Sofa in return. Red Zion for a counterattack. He will spot the Red Palace, but I don't think he will interrupt the deployment of the Red Palace. When that Red Palace gets deployed on the field, he will lose his army in almost an instant. Red Palace now deployed on the field. Now I can put some keeps along a trade route, potentially to get some extra protection. The Guildhall could be tasked on stone in order to get out large number of keeps for this effort. Red's now going, or Blue's now eyeing for mass amount of stone there. Probably going to eye for more keeps. Vultures are eyeing for coin deposits. Maybe just put a keep here next to the gold in order to keep those secure. Additionally, we'll eventually provide a defense for a potential trade route as well, right there. Or the trade route will start right around here. More eyeing for a handful of walls there, and eyeing for more coin or gold as well. Looks like these are blue walls. These are French walls, stone walls tend to be placed there. I don't know how this stone wall is going to look. I don't think I've ever seen a stone wall segment that skinny before. A blue keep will be deployed on the field. Now he does have an Arbalest replacement. Oh yeah, Jeanne d'Arc. Jeanne d'Arc increases the damage and health of Jeanne d'Arc's champions or companions by 20%. And Jeanne d'Arc's champions are a spearman variant that costs 200. 15-second build time, so not too slow. Actually, that's pretty quick. Compared to regular man arms, I need to look at side by side. Can't think of what Jeanne's champions stats are compared to regular man at arms. Speaking of which, Jeanne d'Arc nowhere near there. Next one, let's see. Deploying with a cannon seems pretty good to me. 4 additional ones will give her additional 800 resources, while a cannon will give her nearly 1,000. Gains the strength of Heaven's ultimate ability, which greatly empowers a single unit. Gains the Valorous inspiration ability, ultimate ability, which greatly increases attack speed of nearby allies. I think Gunpowder Monarch seems better. I mean, a free cannon seems pretty good to me. There's some spearmen there. Sofas, elite Sofas pushing around the flank. Your villager does go down there. Sofas do take quite a bit of hits there. Right now, these are only veteran archers, not elite archers. I4 does have elite arbaleteers, elite horsemen on the way. I'm not even upgrading the archers, but maybe fine. He sees his opponent trying to go for a larger sofa army, so elite spearmen may be a bit more important. Or arbaleteers, that's what he also has. And that's how that wall segment looks like. That looks like an end wall segment, not a middle wall segment. Either way, it plays a function of both. Arbaleteers are way forward. He could utilize the passive ability there, but probably won't do all too much versus the poison. We'll go ahead and run to the red palace there, losing some units. Now got royal bloodlines being researched. Best use a siege tower to get on top of this. I wonder how many units can you place on top of that with a siege tower? Can a siege tower, is it even large enough for a siege tower to plop a unit or 5 on top of it? More harassment here. Donzo harassment, one of the less common harassments, to say the least. These walls are fully built now. We've got these villagers on to build out gold deposits as well. Some of these villagers are getting hit by those Donzo. He needs to send archers over there. He needs to send arbaleteers over here. And some spearmen. Has a handful of men-at-arms and crossbows here. Some of the archers are taking hits first before the arbaleteers, which is good. Guild halls are now being tasked to collect gold. So like Jeanne d'Arc, maybe I just use Guild Hall to provide gold rather than trying to use trade, which could be quite good. Click the button when Jeanne d'Arc runs out of gold, and then you got a massive income of gold. Or massive spike of gold. Sofa leadership now being researched. Got these sofas moving around the backside and a big line of stone walls here. This stone deposit still has a handful of pebbles. There's Jeanne d'Arc there. There's Jeanne's champions. Jeanne's champions have 175 health, 43 base armor, so right now they're at 7-7. Yes, +1/+1 armor near Jeanne d'Arc. Okay, that's where the +4/+4 come in. And plus 10% damage. So right now they're at decent damage. Don't think I see beat arm tactics, so the damage could be get even higher. 13 base damage, to say the least. Nope, over here do have now the horsemen running away from the sofas. We got a Mangonel and Bombard here as well. I see beforehand a man-at-arms, but maybe Jeanne d'Arc does have one more man-at-arms on the field somewhere to compare to. Sofas charging way forward, can't skip out of there with these walls. Another line of stone walls there. This town center now has the consecrated as well, and plus has his own barbels replacement, so there's a decent amount of defense here. So Bombard has to be very careful. The Red Palace does have 10 tower range. Bombards only have 10 tower range, so the Red Palace can defend itself against Bombards. You have to use Trebuchet, or upgraded battering rams, because at this point in time, even battering ram posts can't withstand long versus the Red Palace. We got some Musavati gunners now being mixed on in. They are a more powerful variant of a hand cannoneer. And they have the camouflage ability. Jeanne's champion does go down there. And there's Holy Wrath. Poison do connect. I can still a decent number of archers and crossbows here. Oh, and looks like the man arm does go down there. As well as Jeanne's champions. You know, this upgrade's very, very cheap. That could be very good.
Les coustiliers sont prêts.
Horsemen once again try to push their way forward. We do have some traders now pulled up by the Malian player. Only 2 of them are affected by trade, by taxes. Try to go for the bombard there, but the bombard and the red paws have the same range as mentioned earlier. Traders starting going down here. This does deny a bit of gold income for the Malian players. He does still have some mining pits on the field. I see there appears to be 3 on the field. We do not have any ordnance companies. Concentrate building also reduces wood and gold cost units by 25%. So that can give a constant 25% unit discount on certain buildings. Similar to how the French structures around castles have a constant reduction of resource cost. But granted, that's still quite a bit more lenient probably than the French, than Jeanne d'Arc variant. Horsemen now trying to push the way forward. Getting some good damage on the villagers, not real kills though. Oh boy, there goes a large number of horsemen. Those 6 of these villagers are going down now. Righteous did a good job killing off civilians, while the Malians not so much. Oh, howdy. Sorry, I didn't see your rumble comment. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Legendary Lee Candy? More of the traders being queued on up. Got a good queue of them. Now we do have a Ribalquin. Ribalquin? I don't know how to pronounce that word. Being pulled on the field. The anti-infantry gunpowder one, which I find relatively lackluster. Got bombard emplacement on this toll outpost. It is fortified as well. Getting some decent hits there, but the more the traders will start going down. Horsemen engaging the sofas. The horsemen will get cleaned on up. Over here, we've got a decent force here of archers and Musfati gunners. This outpost is unupgraded. Maganel finds a relatively weak hit there. Of course, we will fall back. There's also a cannon placement here, but his DPS is lower than the Arbalist, so honestly, he should have not gotten the cannon placement. It's a bit of a waste. This force won't really be able to break through all too much. I think he's just trying to throw over these archers. He hasn't even gotten an elite upgrade. Them does have incendiary arrows, but probably meant for the elite arbalist. And all those archers will be cleaned on up. Jeanne d'Arc, how close is he to level up? Malian archers way forward. He just can't put any guys on top of the walls. No traversable area. And Jeanne d'Arc is still pretty far away from leveling up. Force him now breaking through these archers. And we've got the Donzo now rotating around. A couple of these archers went around the wrong way, including Musfati Gunner. spotty gunners, and all go down. Bombards do take out, or the royal cannon does take out the outpost, or just a regular cannon, not a royal cannon. Either way, it is very good. You also have a culverin deployed on the field. That maybe what got the shot on that cannon. If it does do 102 range damage versus siege, while the cannon, not sure how much health it had left, very little. It does have 30 range armor, so Kane was seeing a shot from a culverin. Horsemen trying to hunt down those villagers. Mill does go down there. We've got a decent number of archers here. Royal cannon engaging. Revolve Quinn out of range. Goes down to the culverin. Horsemen could try hitting it. So we've got a good number of Musfati gunners. While they're not hard counter, they still are assault counter because they just have great damage versus everything. Those units do go down there. Looks like a pair of villagers. Officers have activated their passives, which will give them a passive armor and range. Restoration ability was utilized there. Got a good number of poison archers. And looks like Jeanne d'Arc will actually be poisoned to death there. Arbalest here do take a good hit there from the Maginot. A little bit too stacked up. More horsemen straight forward. That is a good spot there for Maginot's shot there. He still needs a dodge of his Arbaletiers. Maginot finds another shot there. Rolls a miss this time. Battery ram does go down. French cave will get completed there with minimal villagers remaining. It will provide a good fire support thanks to that Arbalest emplacement. Jeanne d'Arc may be pretty close to leveling up now. Yep, she is fully leveled up. She now has gone for, I'm not sure which variant. Blast cannon. Increased attack speed of all units. That's definitely the gunpowder monarch. So now your champions or companions come with the 3 champions in 1 cannon. That's part of the cannon there. So, or maybe it's this one. Right now she has 6 base armor, so she has 9 armor at the moment. Good amount of damage. And it looks like a siege attack? Oh, she has a hand cannon now, apparently, as a weapon. She is armed with a hand cannon, which does do siege damage and good bonus damage to structures. I did not realize that she has a hand cannon at this point in time. Magnos do take a volley there, a horseman falling back. Her range is... No, it's only anti-siege? At 1.25 tower range. Okay, maybe... I don't know what sort of weapon she has. It's some sort of weird melee weapon or near melee range. I mean, 1.25 range for a melee is, for a weapon is usually melee stuff. Like for example, Jeanne's champions have 0.29 tower range. Horsemen in comparison have yeah, short range. So she has some sort of weapon, almost maybe a blunderbuss. Horsemen do torch down the trade post. Now I'm for some walls will go around the trade posts. Mining pit has been consumed, so the Malian player only has, I think, passive gold generation. Horsemen now engage these villagers, so stop the trade once again, and maybe hit some of the other traders. So to pick out those forces. And we got a couple of Magnell here as well.
L'ennemi nous assaut de longue traîne.
Horsemen charging their way forward, trying to intercept some of these trade caravans.
Coustilier, nous allons.
Horsemen falling back away from the sofas. More villagers over here to build the walls.
Nos destriers, rongeurs.
These horsemen will get cleaned on up. Overman's taking some pot shots against the building. It does do range damage and not siege. So it would do not full damage versus structures. Though it would put some good holes into them. These horsemen will not be cleaned up by the sofas. We've got another market there. French battery ram push way forward, getting hit by various archers and now soon to be Musfati gunners. Bombards or cannon now being deployed on the out. 10 tower range. Horsemen trying to charge their way forward, or sofas trying to engage these siege weapons, and those ones will go down. Big line of stone walls there. Need to get out gate in this region as well. Villagers trying to torch down this battering ram. They'll get pretty close, but the horse should be saved. Arbalist placement getting some hits on the bombards. They have 30 range armor. The Arbalist placement does have 43, so we'll do... Oh wait, it looks like they did nerf the Arbalist placement. Beforehand it was like something 60, so it was very effective, unless the red palace is a different variation. Yeah, it looks like the Arbalist placement on other structures have been reduced. Good number of traders right there, 10. Need to take out those horsemen. With spotted warriors and gunners and archers push right forward. We got a good number of hand cannoneers here as well. Holy Wrath has been activated. Holy Wrath does 50 damage. Her consecrates at max charges, so needs body to pull out some more structures and get them consecrated. Sopha's getting annihilated there. Jeanne d'Arc is still alive. She is nearly 1,000 health or 800 health. Horsemen do go down there to Musfati gunners, and we've got more French forces amassing. The Malian player is having trouble remaxing, has a bit of resource to work with. More idle traders here. The rest of that wood is now being claimed. Arbaletiers push right forward, a handful of hand cannoneers. Jeanne d'Arc does go down. The Musfati gunners are now here in good numbers. Bombards, overruns, getting some shots there. Horsemen making their way forward. Musfati gunners trying to avoid the archer fire. He has the wild pass there, increasing their range by 1, as well as a bit more range armor. Good number of villagers right there, idle. And the Malian players clean up the rest of the wood on the side of the map. Has some small deposits here and there. And I was hoping to move over here to engage these horsemen. Sofa's pushing way forward, getting some hits there onto these horsemen. Now some of these villagers getting hit as well. They do need another lumber camp. And can push way forward, a horseman as well. Jeanne's champion does connect with some of the most fighting gunners and archers. Horseman making a charge with Jeanne d'Arc. Jeanne d'Arc does actually fully wrap there. Good number of the most fighting warriors are still alive, some are severely wounded. Sofa's now getting engaged by these crossbow. Cannon does fire a shot there. Frank is not to put out any sort of caravan at the moment. I'm curious how much resources the guild hall has. And more of these horsemen sort of going down. We won't see the attack animation of Jeanne d'Arc. The Sword Wars starting to push way forward, but getting gunned down. Good healing build there, getting the majority of Jeanne d'Arc's army. And more of those siege weapons are going down. Soba's trying to push way forward. But they are getting gunned down and stabbed to death. The Summery Warriors and Archers trying to follow their way back. The Malian player does not, or does have incendiary arrows. Another person, Jeanne d'Arc has gone down. The Spartan gunners, not a whole lot of them remaining. So the French army's not doing all too great either. There's a decent shot there. Sofa, horseman push way forward. Sofa, or horseman would take out that Mangonel. The rest of these horsemen will go down. Over here, we've got more horsemen trying to engage the various traders. Outpost is unupgraded. Over rolls a miss there. Mangonel rolls a miss as well. The rest of these archers and Musfati gunners falling back. The Malian players have trouble maxing. Only has Musfati gunners until Q, and right now, yep, and the Malian player is back for game now. This is Anna Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.